Hi there, it's me, Jesse. You guys already don't know. um, Today I am going to discuss what I did today, November 7th, Wednesday, 2012. Today, me and my class, we went down to the mall. An hour and a half each, we had to go through something to help us know, sense what the sensitivity is of when a person with disabilities have. I can only say that during the first part of wanting to do this, it was pretty exciting. I liked the fact that I was going to be, either blind or I was going to be vision impaired. I'm sorry, not blind, vision impaired. I hope I don't I don't offend anybody throughout this whole recording. I'm really sorry if I do. if I do, then just let me know. I'll say I'm sorry straight up. I truly am. I'm sorry if I do, by any chance, any way, knowing that you see this and hear whatnot, what I say. I'm truly sorry if I do offend you. But my intentions are hopefully for the best of what you can see, how I feel about this. Hopefully it somehow shows you that I do understand. But alright, so the point was that what we did, we had partners. I had a partner with me. He was pretty cool about everything, as much as I was cool with him. I was new at this whole guiding someone, so it was a pretty cool adventure for me. Especially when I put the stuff on me, too. Got these goggles, one black eye, one had a funnel onto it, so we had a tunnel vision. I couldn't see through it. It would make me sick. So I had to basically close my eyes and pretend that, I was totally blind, because I don't want to get sick. We walked through the mall. I showed him some cool stuff. And I just reminded myself that I need to charge my phone. I'm sorry, y'all, if you hear that. That's my it's checking if I have any viruses and stuff on my computer. But yeah. So we had that on, and we also had earplugs in our ears, so we couldn't hear very well. It wasn't the best earplugs we could hear, but we couldn't hear that well. I was blind. Most of the people had tunnel vision. They're okay with that, one-eye tunnel vision. But for me, I was totally blind. And it was a really cool adventure for me. When we got to the classroom, that's when it starts to get me thinking about stuff, because I'm supposed to have a different point of view change in me. Oh my God, what if they've been going through this their whole life, and I've been taking this all for granted. I do agree. I do take stuff for granted sometimes, especially my vision. When I know, as an artist, I love to see things. I love to do things with my art. Things that I've seen, things that I see in colors of textures. I love that. And I had a whole day to think about how they were going through, but I was not really into it as much as they were, I guess. I mean, no one cried about it. It was not emotional, but it was something that I should have took more seriously about, and I couldn't. And for some reason, I didn't understand why. I thought it was because I was being more adventurous about it. That's just my personality. But it turns out, I get home 30 minutes later. Right now, 30 minutes later. I find out why I wasn't the way they were thinking. I realize, and I hope this part right here is the most offending part. I'm hoping it does not offend anybody, but I kind of feel exactly how they feel. They've been dealing with it for years, and I'm still kind of dealing with it now, but it's not really a disability. It's not anything that relates to disability, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. But throughout my years growing up as a kid, I want to be a boy. Being a boy was going to be the best feeling I've ever felt. If I just, imagine myself, I feel good. I couldn't tell anybody. I couldn't tell family, I couldn't tell friends, I couldn't tell nobody, not even a stranger off the street. I was so terrified of being beat up, killed, or worse, being tortured physically as much as I was being tortured inside of me every day, living through that. It was not a happy day for me every single day I wake up. It was not, because 10% I like of me right now. Think about it. Think about this, okay? 10%. Back then, I did not like myself at all. 1% maybe. I don't remember what it was. Maybe it was my eyes, or maybe it was the hair. I don't know, because one of the two came first. After I got to cut my hair short, I liked it. That's when it started progressing. That was almost 18. Back then, it was, man, I did not like myself. Hated every piece of me. So, yeah, I kind of feel what they're feeling. The whole not being able to do stuff you want to do, like tell someone you like them. For me, that's my disability, that's my handicap. I could not tell anybody, and it hurt inside me. It hurt. I mean, I really wanted to love someone. I really wanted to have a girlfriend. I wanted to be a guy. Every ounce of respect for what I want was gone. It was before I even established the fact that I wanted the respect, And I wish I could have died, this here at that point. And I always thought about it. I hate myself. I want to die. I want to die. It was hard. That's all I can say. It was really hard. I mean, to me, I can feel wanting to do something but can't. Simply going swimming, like how a guy wants to go swimming when they're in a wheelchair. They can't do a lot with all the stuff they don't have. Connections to have feet. If they didn't have the money for it, they'll probably have to sit there in a wheelchair. Probably roll it in there, but that's as far as it can go. There's not much that I can think of that can relate to that. I felt handicapped. I know it's a bad word. Handicap is a very bad word now. I realize that now. I'm sorry about that, but I felt like a person with disability. Not being able to be who I am. When I was at Job Corps, my nickname Puppy fit me so well, you don't even know. I mean, despite the features of actually acting like a puppy, I say that me being as lovable as a puppy and being somewhat innocent and oblivious of not knowing what's going on like a puppy fit me well. Sorry. It's just kind of hard for me to think faster when I'm thinking a little bit about the past of how I was. But, yeah, and the distractions right now, my nephew's crying right there is kind of also distracting me. Don't worry, the grandparents, my mom and stuff that are out there, they're taking care of it, so don't worry about that. I'm not, leaving them astray. But, yeah, I just want to let you guys know what's going on, Yeah, I do feel the people who have to deal with this every day. I understand what they're going through. I understand it's hard. I always do want to help them. I've never been mean to them, at least to my knowledge. If I was mean to them, or if I am mean to them now by doing what I'm doing, by explaining this, I truly am sorry. But I kind of get a good depth about what you guys go through, even if it's worse than mine, or same as mine, or less than my, perception of what I went through. I understand, and I'm not going to change my ideas of how I treat you guys. I'm going to do my best to, because I want to be the one who was raised right, to respect the elders and do what I can to help others, not handicapped, but person with disability or not. I'm going to do it. I'm going to kneel the bus down for you. I'm going to let that ramp out for you if you need it. I'm going to do what I can, I don't want to leave anybody out, You're just a person that's awesome. In my opinion, even if you're mean to me, I can tell that you're just a person, just like everybody else, going through something, So, guys know about that. That's what happened today. Also, I wanted to let you know, 2 weeks ago? I think it was a week ago. I went with my sister and my nephews to um, the celebration of the dead, Day of the Dead. Yeah, Muertes, something like that. God, how am I forgetting stuff? I'm just scatterbrained. Anyways, they celebrate the Day of the Dead by putting up colorful papers with a lot of cool lights and a lot of it has a lot of skulls in it. They're famous for having the skulls painted and everything, and just having a lot of cool stuff. And sugar skulls. If you don't know what the sugar skulls are about, they're really cool. I just seen them. They get they get a sugar, squish it really hard into like a skull, some kind of a molding thing. They somehow figure out how to mold it into it by squeezing it together. I guess I don't know. And kids take frosting and they paint all over it, whatever they want it with this frosting, and they can eat it. I was hoping for a full skull for them, but it turns out over there it was only half a skull, which is alright, I guess. It was pretty cool. At least they got to do it and do an experience on it, you know? So, it's half of our culture there, you know? I got to do a mask myself, because, tea, I don't want too much sugar on it. I'm keeping my distance as much as possible from it. It's not easy, but as much as possible from the sugars. So I got a mask, and that's what it looks like. Isn't that cool? Yeah. I got to paint it with the Spider-Man type of feel to it. I like it. Yes, look, that's my cool skull there. Gotta let you know about that. So, yeah, that's what I can give you guys right now. Just recapping on it. So, yeah, until next time, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Alright, bye.